Good afternoon. This is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming on today to do another fun fold gift card holder. So ironically, I was walking the dog. So ironically, the December, not ironically, but it makes sense. The December paper pumpkin is going to be little boxes like gift card holders, but it's not just Christmassy looking. It's like you could use it at any time. So super cute little things. And then they're going to have an add-on kit. So that was kind of interesting. So I thought I would show you, I have two of them made. So this is something that you would use your 12 by 12 DSP for. It takes a piece of DSP 5 1/4 by 12. Okay. And then you're going to score it at 4 inches and at 8 inches. And then cut part of it off. Hi, Cindy. So if you have a lot of paper left over, this is something, a great way to use it up, whether it's for Christmas or for birthdays or whatever. You just have to kind of be careful with directional prints and what's on the other side, and if it kind of coordinates or if it's something completely different. So I have one that I'm going to make now that I haven't made the sample yet. So this is the first sample with this particular DSP. So let me turn this around. Welcome, welcome. You're joining me now. You're joining me later, Facebook or YouTube. I'm happy that you're joining me. So hi, Linda. So I hope you enjoy this, and let me know when you're watching and where you're watching from. That would be really interesting. I love that. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. It was a little bit difficult for us here, being the first Thanksgiving without Peter, but all the kids came here and we had a wonderful time and a wonderful meal and good lots and lots of laughs. So it warmed my heart to have all my kids and my family, my grandkids here. So I'm going to turn this around. Hello, Annette. Oh, Australia. Yay. That's where I want to go someday. Tell Stampin' Up! To have a trip there. I would love that. That's on my bucket list. All right, I'm going to turn this around. Ta-da. So if this bothers you, we're going to take a little ride. Close your eyes for a minute here. And I'm just going to turn this down. That is my bucket list, Annette. You're watching in your... Oh, Cindy, yes. Well, good luck to you. There's been lots of shooting around here. So this is the, that's so funny, Cindy. So this is the fun fold. So there you go. You're using a 5 1/4 by 12 inch piece of DSP scored at 4 inches, 4 inches, and then you're going to cut this triangle off. And there's different ways to do the inside. So it can go this way, it could go this way. The next one I want to go horizontal instead of lateral. But this one I made up just to show you. And then your little gift cards just sneak right in here. So this one was with the candy cane paper, Sweetest Christmas paper. And here's our wonderful, wonderful little gnome paper. So a little note, there is an adorable, adorable gnome set, a Valentine gnome set that's coming into the next mini catalog. However, and the gnome dies are like here until they're sold out. So they will not be in the next annual catalog. But if you love the gnomes and you love the gnome paper, get the paper, get the dies so that you can use them on the set, the Valentine set that's coming up. So here's this one. And on this one, I tucked a little piece in here so you could stamp on it. And so what I did, here's my Merry Christmas. So I inked up the Merry and then wiped that off really good, dotted it off, then inked up my Christmas, and otherwise it went right behind the paper. So there you go. And then you just put those under inside there. So the next paper I thought would be beautiful. I love this paper, which is, let me just, in case I give you the wrong name, is the Boughs of Holly. Boughs of Holly. Beautiful paper. The other bonus is that you end up with all these triangles. So don't let those go to waste. I'll have to show you something next week using the triangles that I cut off from here. But okay, so we have a 5 1/4 by 12-inch piece of paper. Now, the thing that I want you to remember is that DSP is not as thick as cardstock, right? So when you're scoring it, just kind of score lightly. Don't press down real hard on it. So here's my beautiful paper, and I chose this one because it could go either way, but I wanted to do one that went horizontal, and it coordinates very well with the inside. So I'm going to score it very lightly at 4 inches. So here's my little, and 8 inches. If I can find it, there we go. 4 inches and 8 inches. So the very first one I did, yeah, I pulled the cutting blade. Remember, the blade, the handle that is the same color as the cutting plate that's the cutter. The light gray one is the scoring one. So it's just automatic to pull that down. So that was not good. Okay, so now I have those done. I have the score lines. And what I want to do is I want it to fold, so it's going to fold like a trifold, just like that. There we go. And then I want it this way this time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off this inside wedge here, corner. So I'm just going to take this point and put it right in the cutting area here. And I'm going to pivot this around to the fold line. Okay, so the point up on top to the fold line. There we go. Ta-da. And now I have another triangle to play with. Yahoo. All right. So this is going to go like this and this. So see, I did a little bit harder than I should have. And then you get a little tear. So I should have gone even lighter, just very, very, very light on the scoring line. So this is my sample. Somebody will forgive me. Who should I send this to, Cindy? Somebody will forgive me. Now I need to decide if I want to put a message in here. If I want to put the message here, or I'm going to put a verse on the front, of course, and then you have to have a base. So I'm going to put this on a 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. I think that's what I have here. 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 base. So this is going to glue right onto here. I'm using garden green on here. Ta-da. And because the garden green is my base and it's, not as much here, the garden green is probably the ink I will choose to use for my verses. So I was thinking about doing this verse, this love and joy. So I'm using Christmas to Remember. I have all of them out here. I've just been playing. I didn't put things away from the last time. So I have kind of a mess here. I'm just pulling up any old block. So here is that. And what I thought I would do is take a coordinating piece of DSP. Maybe it would be this one. I'm just looking through here to see what's what here. All of these are so beautiful. But because I'm using garden green, I don't want to use this one. What's on the back side? I don't want to use that one. But I could use this one. Don't have one cut up, I guess. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, so many cool colors, so many choices. What I wanted to do was cut the verse out with this tag die, and then have another tag die under it with a different DSP. And then I'll have a bow right over here. So that was the plan. Let's see if that works. So I'm going to have to cut a piece. I want this bigger die to be my DSP that I just pulled out. So to get a piece, I'll cut like a 4-inch strip here on on this DSP. So I'm just going to cut this real quick. There we go. And then I can kind of play around with it. Even just right here would be good because it's going to hang out from the white. And so I want more color on it. So that's probably where I'll run it through the Big Shot. So I can, yeah, I like this. So I'm not wasting too much. I'm kind of on the edge there. And then we'll stamp our verse on Garden Green. Here we go. Where did I put it? Right here. Okay. I thought that was nice. So this is for the outside, and then we can decide if I need to do anything else on it, but I'm just going to stamp that in the middle. And then I think when I measured it out or I laid it out, yeah, that works perfect on there. When I cut it out, excuse me, I am going to cut it a little bit more to the side because this is where the bow will go. So I'll have my words kind of centered in here and leave the extra space here for my bow. So let me pull my cutter over here for a moment. I have the big one over here. Let's see here. Oh, my cut and emboss machine. I love them. Okay, so here's this one. And when I do, especially if you're going to do a lot of these, when you're using any of the dies that are long like this, instead of putting them in this way, where you're hitting this hard edge, I like to put them in at an angle and then kind of move it around a little bit so that you're not rolling it straight on, and because sometimes your dies will get kind of curvy. So if you do that and move it around, you're going to save your dies from getting curvy. Sounds like scurvy, doesn't it? It's curvy. There we go. Okay. So we're going to run this through. There. And I think I just touched something with ink on it, so I probably have ink all over me. And then I'm going to run this one through too and cut the background die. So here we go. Set it off to the side. Because when this is on here, I'm just going to kind of experiment, because this will go on sort of like this. And then you'll have that, and then you'll have the darker red cherry cobbler on the back side. So we're going to do it like that. I'm lining it up on that edge so I have more color here. This is where it's going to be covered up. There we go. This paper is so pretty. Okay. All right. Let's move this baby out. There we go. Come on. There. Ta-da. Okay. Alrighty. So where's my base? Here it is. Okay. So this will go here. Get all this extra paper out of here. Stamping Journey, you know that. That's where we are. This is going to go on like this. Ta-da. This one will go like this. And then I want this one here. And I'll probably pop these up. I'll bump them up. But look at how cute that looks. Just to have a little bit extra. I think that looks cute. And then we'll put the garden green bow on here, I think. So we have, let's see here. Because in the holiday book, we have this combo pack. And so there we have a garden green. So I thought that would look nice. So let's do that. And then we'll figure out, I didn't glue this down yet because I haven't decided what I'm going to do inside. So when I do glue it, I'm going to use tear tape on this edge so that you have a nice solid edge. You're not going to have anything pulling apart, okay? If you have lots of gift cards you're going to put in there, give them 2 cards or use the foam strips. So, All right. Let's glue this together. Let's do the front first. So I'm just going to lay this flat for right now. There we go. This can go over here. That shows me where I'm. This is my working area. So I'm going to glue this on together. So I'm just going to, oh, do I have some glue here? Where's my glue? I'm working in the dark here today, working alone. Let me grab some glue. That's not good. Okay, come on. Here we go. Ouch. I have glue everywhere, but do you think I could find it when I want it? No, absolutely not. Okay, here we go. So this is gonna go this way, and this is gonna go on here like this, sort of at an angle, so that I have more of that showing. So I'm just gonna run my glue like right down that area, line up my, there we go. And then I'm gonna put it on. I'm going to center, or line it up. You know, I'm going to line this up, so at the top and bottom. And we're going to put it up on dimensionals because I think that'll be fun. Even though I'm putting a bow on it, we're going to pop it up. Oh, and the cat is still going crazy. Poor cat. Okay. She is not she's not a fan of the cone. So if you didn't hear, the cat had an abscessed tooth, so she had to have a little surgery on her face. And now for 4 weeks, she's supposed to wear a cone. She's not that, I'm going to bend this. She's not a happy girl. Okay. Ah. All right, here we go. And there, ta-da. So we'll put a bow on there. We could just do a knot too. You know, if you wanted a little bit flatter. The other ones I put bows on, and these tags are from the tailor-made tags. So you have 2 different options. And then they also have these little circles that you can put on to reinforce. If you were putting a ribbon through there or something, you can use that to reinforce. Here's the oval and here's the circle for these. It's a nice little set. So maybe we'll just do a knot instead, so it's not quite as bulky. So just like that. Clean up this edge a little bit. There. And then try to cut it. Try to cut it similar. There we go. Ta-da. Okay. Glue dots, please, right here. I like to pick up my glue dots with my pickup tool. I usually do 2 of them and put it where I want my knot to go. And there we go. Center that a little bit. Ta-da. There. So maybe that's better than just a bow. Now I'm worried about that going in and out, so I'm just going to put another glue dot underneath right here. Just press that down. You can make it stay wherever you want. You're in control. And then we will use some of these. On the other ones, I used all these too. I love them. The Christmas sequence. But I think what we will use is the gold on here. Make it a little fancier. I thought about the white, but I think we're going to use the gold. Here, I have a smaller thing of gold. So let's just put a little sparkle on it. Oops. That was like a sleight of hands there. Didn't even go. There we go. Okay. And so now the decision is, you could put a verse here and then have your cards in here, or I think I'm going to put it inside. But if you put it inside, the normal insides are 5 by 3 3/4. That's what this is. And that will fit in there. So what you have to remember before you glue it down is, you know, this is where you have to put, you know, you want to put their name and you want to put a greeting or to and from. We could just do a to and from. And that'll be off to the side. And you still have room to sign it and all that good stuff. I don't like to glue anything down prior to stamping it because, you know, if I glue it down and I don't have it stamped and then it's not right, yeah, then it'll bother me. I'll be in trouble. So I'm going to use the garden green ink again. There we go. And we're going to put it partway down so we have, we're going to go up here because the to and from. There we go. Ta-da. Okay. So this can glue down. So this is 5 by 3 3/4. There we go. Just going to center this in here. There. Ta-da. And then my tear tape right here. Oops, that's the end of that one. I have more. I do have more. Here's my tear tape. I knew right where that was. Okay. And I'm just going to run it along this edge here. Like that. There we go. Ta-da. Pull off the paper tape. So what you need to do again is, you know, make sure that you are watching directional print, like the gnome stuff, you know, was directional. This one, it didn't matter. I could have gone either way, but kind of keep track of that. Otherwise, it'll look sort of funny. We don't want it to look haha funny. Here we go. And now we'll just glue this on. Ta-da. So that's a super fast, quick. We all have DSP. So if you are in love with the DSP you have this year, pull out your old DSP. Everybody who is a stamper has a lot of DSP. You will get two, you need 2 pieces. You'll get 2 cards, 2 gift cards out of each 12 by 12. Okay, because you're cutting it 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. So you're going to have a little extra that you could, a strip that you could put on here or put in there. Like on this one, where I used a strip inside to put it over here. Ta-da. And then here's with directional. So just make sure the inside coordinates, and if you're doing a directional print, it would look funny going this way, right? So depends on which way you cut your paper. So kind of plan it out a little bit before you start cutting. And there you go. So again, the instructions are you need a 5 1/4 by 12 inch piece of designer paper, scoring it at 4 inches and at 8 inches. Be super careful and just score it very lightly because the paper is not as thick. Okay. Score it very lightly. Then you're going to take from the corner to the fold and cut this triangle off, and you're going to use that for something else. And then use your tear tape to close up the open edge there. So, ta-da. And these will fit in regular. And then the base is 5 1/4 by 4. I'm sorry. 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Oh my goodness sakes. That's the normal size of the card. So this one uses Poppy Parade. These both use the garden green. But you can add in your extra pieces, add in your, scraps. You could do just like the other little gift card holders that I showed on the other day. So these are more gift card holders. If you didn't watch me on, what day is it? Today is Friday. So on Wednesday, we did these gift card holders with the little 3x3 things. So you could do the same type of designing. If you have a bunch of little things cut out, you could create all kinds of beautiful cards, whether it's, kind of funsy or just lovely with the poinsettia of the boughs of holly paper. I think is so elegant and beautiful. So, but you need the 12 by 12. So there you go. 2 different gift card holders to enjoy the holidays with. So I'm going to turn the camera around real quick here. Hello, Mary. Hello, Annette. Mary, I'll be sending that as soon as I get off here. I had to come downstairs and quick get something designed. So, all right. So we are all set. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. It's really, they're really super easy and fast. Use up the DSP. We can get more, remember. We can get more, and everybody has a stash. I mean, I don't think I have a stamper that comes here that doesn't have a paper stash, and it's so beautiful. So these would be nice Christmas. That would be nice birthdays, anything. A lot of people give gift cards for different things. And like I said on Wednesday, if you don't want to put a gift card, it's also a great place to put a special message to somebody. So it's not just a to and a from thing. It would be like a special Christmas message for somebody to keep, or, you know, along with a gift card, I guess. But I just think that's a nice idea. So, all right. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Annette. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great weekend. I will be back on Tuesday. And if there's something in particular you want to see, there's Kat. See, now she's sitting with her back to me. Yeah, she is just not a happy girl. So if there's something that you want to see on Tuesday, please let me know. I would be very happy to try to accommodate that if it's a set or paper that I have. Makes my job easier to have some direction. Otherwise, I'm all over the place. Cindy knows that. So, all right, y'all take care. Have a great one. Thank you so much. I can never get this ending done. For some reason, it never recognizes my thumb. Come on.